What's going on, guys? I got some exciting, sad news to tell you. I'm currently on the way to the beach, get a little workout in. And I thought I'd share some interesting news for you. As you can tell in the title, I finally sold my X-Class. That's right. I sold the very first bike that taught me everything. Man, that X-Class has taught me so much. Before the X-Class, I didn't even know how to change a bicycle tire. I didn't know anything about voltages, amp hours, watt hours, BMSs, or the different type of motors or controllers out there. I had so much appreciation for that bike, but it was time for a change. So I sold the bike for $3,000 to a buddy of mine. And I know he'll take care of it. He actually has a red Ariel Rider X-Class that's also 3,000 watts. And he's pretty handy himself, so he can mess with the wiring or do whatever he wants to change it to how he likes. Yeah, for $3,000, I think it was a great deal in my opinion. You got 70 amp hours, 72 volts. It can get you like 70 miles of aggressive riding, way over 100 miles of really chill riding. That bike was pretty specced out. The main reason why I sold it was because I wanted something smaller. I'm just getting tired of these giant big bikes that I have to tippy toe on. I actually have to be on my toes with the Aniioki as well. But I just built that bike and that bike is a beast. So I'm not gonna be selling that one anytime soon. I'm only 5'5.5". My inseams are really short for my height. So it was a struggle it's a struggle riding all these big bikes. And with the X-Class, my fiance can't even ride it at all because she's 4'11.5". Her feet won't even touch the ground. She can't even do the one-legged lean. That's how tall the bike is for her. You guys know what I'm talking about with the one-legged lean? Where one leg is on the pedals and the other one is on the ground and you're leaning to one side. Yeah, she couldn't do that. We haven't stopped bouncing up and down since the light begun. Since we got to the red light. Get it? Most of you guys don't know this, but my X-Class is my first build and my Aniioki is the third build. So knowing that, you might wonder, what was the second build? Well, I never really talk about the second build because I actually got into an accident with that bike and I no longer have that build with me. That bike was a 72 volt, 48 amp hour, 3,000 watt Super 73 Z Miami. Let's go on the grass to go around this group of people right here. Is this a rollerblading club? Interesting, interesting. This is cool.
It's not as bad as I thought. Wait a minute.
Wow, there's a whole group out here. Wow, there is so many people here. It's an interesting day in the LBC today. Time to go around these people. Excuse me, what event is this?
Guns out.
Is it a roller skating event? Okay.
Fat girl got skates.
That's pretty cool. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We're trying to get people together.
I guess this event is called Suns Out, Buns Out. It's a roller skating event. The sun is not out, but buns are. Okay, as I was saying, that Super 73Z Miami was such a sick build. I call that one, I actually named it the Red Dragon. I mean, it looked like a little red dragon. Here's a picture of it. Check it out. See? Doesn't it look like a tiny little baby red dragon? Man, I missed that build. I love that bike more than the Aniioki and the X-Class. And that's saying a lot because I love the Aniioki. I think I love that red dragon so much just because of how low it was to the ground. I could fit a second rider, and it was a hardtail. I know a lot of people don't like hardtails, but I actually do. It makes me feel so connected to the ground with it. It's kind of like how car enthusiasts say they like stick shift more because they feel more connected to the car. That's how I feel about hardtails. Well guys, I'm happy to announce that I actually picked up another Miami this week. And it's the same color as the last one. Here, I'll stop right here so you guys can check it out. Look how cool this little guy looks. It's so tiny, but it's so fun. It's just so light and you can throw it around so easily. You guys know what this means, right? This means I'm gonna be building the Red Dragon 2.0, and it's gonna be better and faster than the last one. I picked this up used for $1,700. I wanted to pay $1,600, but the guy listed it for $2,000, and I saw that it was already upgraded to the Tektro hydraulic brakes, and I was gonna do the upgrade myself, but this saved me the time and money. So I negotiated with them and we agreed on $1,700. But those Tektro brakes that come with the motor cutoff are actually pretty much $200. So I was very okay with paying $100 more than what I originally wanted. Plus, it's pretty difficult to find the Z Miami. There's not that many listed. I saw a lot of ZXs, but those are a little bigger. There's only 2 bikes that could have gotten me to sell the X-Class. The first one is the Graffiti X and this Z Miami right here. The Graffiti X is really cool, but for $4,000 before taxes, I know I could build something that has more range and more speed than that bike. Yeah, I know the Graffiti X is dual suspension, but I don't really care about that. As long as I got front suspension. And currently this Miami is completely rigid, but I have some air forks on the way, and I'm gonna make a video on installing the air forks too. I think this next build is gonna cost me about $3,000 after I sell off the stock motor and stock battery. It's really easy to sell Super 73 parts. They don't lose their value as much as other bikes. They've done really well with their marketing. I have big plans for this bike. I'm gonna put an NB Power 5,000 watt motor in the rear, and I'm gonna pair that with a far driver. It's gonna be the same far driver that I have on my Aniioki, which means it's gonna push big power. I'm also gonna change the handlebars so I can lean forward a little bit easier, put some weight to the front tire so it doesn't lift up as much. If you guys are wondering why I picked the Miami for another build, it's mainly because it meets all the criteria that I'm looking for in a bike. It has a nice open frame in the middle so that I can place a big battery in there. It has horizontal dropouts, so it's a bit more secure than the vertical ones. It's a single speed, so I don't have to deal with the derailleur, because that gets annoying. It can fit 2 people, and it's short enough so that my fiance can almost flat feed it. Flat-footed? Flat-feeted. I think it's flat-feeted. Alright guys, I made it to my workout spot. That's just a little update for you guys. I have some big plans for this bike. I can't wait to share it with you. But as always, thanks for watching. Please give this video a like, subscribe if you want, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.